Hello, 10-speed subscribers. Coming to you today to talk about this 1969 Ford Thunderbird. This is a car I bought about 6 years ago. We sent it to a painter to be painted, and he left it outside and unfortunately ruined the engine. Left the hood off of it, water got into the carburetor and ruined the engine on the car. So now we're going to have to pull the motor and try to free it up because it's locked. We're going to be filming this project and this removal, and we'll film the final product at the end and kind of go over it with you. This is a great car. It's a 57,000 mile car that we bought from a mechanic who was working on it originally. Had some mechanical problems. We fixed all those. Car was running and driving great. All it needed was paint. And this is what happens when you try to save money on a paint job and send it to somebody who doesn't know what they're doing and doesn't really care about your project. Left it outside and ruined our engine. So now we have a significant expense of fixing all that. So we'll be working on that over the next few days, freeing this engine up. We'll probably have to sleeve it, put it back together, but it is numbers matching, and this is a very special car. It's a one-off color. This is a Ford executive's car, and he painted it. His wife picked it out and painted it a color exactly that she wanted off of another Ford product line. I think it was actually a Lincoln. It actually matches one Mustang color, but it was called something different when it was with a Mustang. So it's a very rare one-of-one car, and we want to restore it. We will have a lot more money in it than it's worth when we're done, but we think it's worth doing. I love the car, and I've kind of gone back and forth over selling the car or fixing the car, and I'm finally just going to fix it, get it running, driving, and I will keep it in my collection. It fits pretty well with the other one-of-one cars that I have, so we're going to have some fun with it. So you're going to be watching a couple of guys work on it. Bradley will be doing the engine removal, and you'll see him doing that in time-lapse and talking about things as he finds them. We're going to try to make sure we keep this really well organized, all the parts together, and because that's the biggest problem when you're trying to put these things back together is finding all the parts you took off of them. I can tell that from a lot of experience. So follow along, subscribe. I think it'll be a great build.